Hello, my name is Amy Ludwig Vanderwater, and I'm very happy you're joining me for Keeping a Notebook. This is Betsy the Writing Camper, our writing spot. 2020 is my 11th year of writing a poem each day of National Poetry Month. I always write around a different theme. For this year's poetry project, I have decided to introduce surprise. Each April day, I will share a poem's can phrase about writing poetry. I will roll 3 word dice. If a die rolls blank, I will not re-roll it. I will write a poem inspired by 1, 2, or all 3 of the face-up words. Today's Roll the Dice poetry chat is titled Poems Can Answer What If?
It's time to roll the dice. And what will they reveal? 1, 2, 3. Shake and roll. We have stay, glorious, the. Stay, glorious, the. Hello, my friends. Welcome to day 40 of Keeping a Notebook, day 28 of National Poetry Month, our Roll the Dice project. Betsy and I say hello to you and a big high five. Here we go. Today's topic is poems can answer the question, what if? So lots of times in life we ask, what if this? What if I had done that? What if this very strange, unimaginable thing happened? Or what if I had chosen this path instead of that path? Or what if I never said the words I said? These are questions that we ask ourselves sometimes. Characters in books ask themselves these questions, characters in movies, and sometimes poems can answer these questions too. So today I thought I'd play around with that. Our words are stay, glorious, yay, and the. So stay, glorious, and the. And I kept these even though I knew for sure we'd had the word glorious before, because I thought maybe that meant I was supposed to bring him back in this poem. And I have my jottings here. Stay is to not go somewhere. It's also a dog command. Like I would say to my dogs, Sage or Callie, stay. And they probably wouldn't, but I could try. Glorious is, of course, the name of our chipmunk friend, the mailman. And glorious also means like wondrous or just like beautifully amazing. And I didn't really write anything here. So I jotted some notes just thinking, because as always, I tend to just do this just to get my mind moving and seeing what arises and what might wish to be a poem from the flotsam and jetsam floating around in my head. So here we are getting toward the end of the story. Things went one way, but here I realized that on any day they could have gone so many different ways. One can ponder such things over tea. I am pondering Little Mouse, how she gained friends and a name over this month. Not a big exciting story, but some small events that make up the measure of her days. What if any one thing had changed along the way? So I got thinking about that, and of course thought maybe Little Mouse would think this too. So I did not, my notebook actually was close by, but I just felt like writing and grabbed a scrap of paper so you can see it's all taped in here, and then there's more revision around the edges. So this is called Poem on a Birch Leaf. What if I had stayed in bed and not gotten mail until late that day? What if I had never met Glorious? Or if homemade nut bread did not remind him of his Nana? What if Sonata chose not to share her wings with me? What if fledgling Wesley Robin wrote a note to another mouse instead of me? What if, what if, what if, what if? I'm so glad I'll never know. So Antoinette asks what if in this poem over and over again about many things that have happened to her over the course of this month. And I guess it sounds like she's happy the way things are wrapping up. Kind of wondering how this might go if Antoinette's friend Glorious or fledgling Wesley Robin or Sonata wrote their what if poems. And I don't think I'll do that today, but I certainly am imagining it. So poems can answer the question, what if? A what if in real life, or a super playful what if about, I always go back to thinking about Roald Dahl and how when he was a young boy, he was at a school and was near a chocolate factory, and the boys would get to taste the chocolates. And he asked himself, what if there was this crazy chocolate factory? And that, of course, became the book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So that what if in his mind, an imaginary what if, turned into a whole chapter book. So what ifs can be answered in poems, can be answered in chapter books, and they can be real or they can be playful and pretend. So it is always a treat to see you. I will see you tomorrow. Happy day 28 of National Poetry Month, and take really good care of yourself, and maybe you'll play around with what ifs in your mind today. I'll see you soon.
Here is my note-taking and drafting from today. You can see that my draft is taped into my notebook because I wrote it on a piece of scrap paper. We all ask the question, what if, at times. In today's poem, Antoinette learns that reflection makes her thankful. Today's words are stay, glorious, and the. Stay, glorious, the. Happy day 28 of National Poetry Month, my friends. See you tomorrow.